Another Independence Day is behind us. But just when does an average Indian feel she's still getting British era-like treatment? Or feel regularly humiliated? For millions of Indians, that feeling comes mostly at government offices or while seeking government services. So no surprise, even a constitutional body like the Election Commission of India is ruffled when questions are asked of it. Where would you find the average Indian in the most submissive and servile posture, as if in pre-independence days? At government offices. No wonder millions of Indians just crave for a government job, which gives job security, fat salaries, handsome pensions, and several other cherries on the cake, like no performance targets and getting to keep the job even when caught red-handed for bribery. This week, National Highways Authority of India Project Director Golla Durga Prasad has been arrested by the CBI for bribery. Does he lose his job? No way, what do you mean? In contrast, visualize a private company keeping someone caught for bribery even for an additional day. No wonder the craze for government jobs and the mushrooming of PSC coaching centers across the country. The stats are stunning. Government data says that between 2014 and 2022, 220 million youth, yes that's right, 22 crore youth applied for government jobs in central government alone. Last year for 60,000 police jobs in Uttar Pradesh, there were 3.2 million candidates. That test actually set some records. It was conducted in 2 shifts over 5 days across 1,174 centers. The Economic Times reported, economy booms but India's young hanker for government jobs. That report featured a 30-year-old who was appearing for various government tests for 9 years. Why such craze for government jobs? Well, a government job makes you superior to ordinary folks. When citizens ask questions or demand service, government officials can get angry, give you a blank look, or worse, charge you with preventing a public servant from performing his duty. In the best private sector companies, you point out a manufacturing defect in a product and the company will replace it for free, no questions asked. Even in the not-so-good private companies, a customer complaint is addressed with respect, concern and courtesy, even if there is no outright replacement. Don't expect that in the government sector, even from a constitutional body, going by the Chief Election Commissioner's press conference on August 17. What a fabulous opportunity it was to reassure Indian citizens that the Commission would look into matters like house numbers being 0 for numerous people, and fathers' names being randomly jumbled letters. A courteous and considerate reply from the custodian of India's elections would have added so much prestige and dignity to India's stature as the world's largest democracy. Instead, the questions that were left hanging got answers from elsewhere, like YouTuber Anil Abraham commenting that if your income is 00 and your chances of getting a job are 00, why can't your house number be 00? A TN Session would turn in his grave seeing such assault on a constitutional body that he so carefully nurtured and protected. So, thank goodness, we also find some of the finest Indian qualities also at work in government service, fittingly in the same week as the EC's press conference. At a railway recruitment board examination in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, Anjana S. Krishnan, mother of a 2-month-old infant, was writing the exam with her husband taking care of their baby outside the hall. An hour after the mother had logged in for the examination, the hungry child started wailing and there was little the father could do. Rules prevented the invigilator from permitting the mother to go out of the hall and feed her baby because she had already logged in. Parvati A, railway protection force constable who happened to be at the venue, herself the breastfeeding mother of a 1.5-year-old, stepped up to the moment. Parvati breastfed the baby and saved the tricky situation. Parvati did not ask the baby's father to produce an affidavit that the infant was indeed his child. No Aadhaar card, no PAN card, no filling any form in triplicate, just showed empathy and love for a baby crying for milk. A role model for any public servant. Fittingly, hearing of the incident, the Railway Recruitment Board chairperson gave her a certificate acknowledging her act. More such public servants and our independence will really have some meaning.